How's it going, everybody? We are here with another episode of Stock versus Not, and as you can see from the top, we are still working in the Honda brand, and today we're in the modern day Civic Type R. This is the Honda Civic Type R that you can currently get in the market, and it is quite a machine, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and hop into the car specs, see what we got going on. This car is the FL5 body generation if you are a chassis code nut. We're still rocking a front engine, front wheel drive setup. It is turbocharged, rocking a K20C1. That's an inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. What does that mean for this car? 558 performance points, 325 horsepower, 309 foot-pounds of torque. It is just a little bit over 3,100 pounds. And looks like it comes with sports soft tires in its stock configuration, which is pretty cool. This is the... Oh, they came with some livery. This was like a gift car, so maybe if you bought... I didn't even pay attention when I bought the other stock one. But anyway, this is... I haven't done anything to this one, so this will be our stock variant for today. Let's hop to the ranking board, see what we're going up against. In the 600 board, it's going to be up against the likes of those Hellcats, the Vipers, the GTRs. And yeah, I do not think the other Civic Type R we just didn't even make this board in its stock form. I think it was like a 102 or 101, I can't remember. But let's see what we can do. Can we beat out this GR Supra and get a sub 1 minute time? If we're looking at it here, it's roughly about the same horsepower, about 10 horsepower short and just a little bit lighter, but obviously we do have a front engine, front wheel drive configuration to fight, which is obviously understeer. But let's see what we got going on. Now, this current generation would actually be my preferred modern day Civic Type R. The one that first came out couple years ago to the United States was that other, I forget, FK8 I believe is the engine or the chassis code. That one was alright. It was just very animated when it came to its styling. It's very boy racerish, if you will. Lots of angles, lots of arrow wings. Definitely immature in a sense. Oh wow, okay. But then when they came out with this generation, the Civic definitely got a little more, I'd say a little bit more muscular in a sense, more refined of a look. And then the Type R variant just got, you know, a wing, some exterior changes, and obviously you got the better engine setup here. And I think this one is a lot better all around when it comes to its looks and performance. I mean, obviously this one is a racing livery one, but it's essentially what you would get from Honda. 58.689, I think we just beat that Supra out in the stock form. So this one is going to make it on the leaderboard. Very nice. I apologize, folks. I believe this one definitely has some sort of modifications on it. I'm looking here, and there is a roll cage. So this might not be a fully stock version. So, again, I apologize for breaking the stock versus not thread here. I just assumed that since this was a gift car, and I just thought they put a racing livery on it. It might just be... It might be the sports soft tires and the cage that they put in here, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any engine upgrades on it. Anyway, whatever. We're going to keep on moving here. See what this thing can do. It's still not the best handling car in the world, so we're going to take it for as it is. I still will consider this fairly stock compared to what we have to switch it into. Alright. Interior wise, this car is very nice. I like If you're gonna do a digital gauge cluster on a car, and this is my kind of soapbox spiel about it, if you're gonna do a digital gauge cluster on a vehicle, make the gauge cluster cool. Don't do a digital gauge cluster and then try to mimic analog gauges. 57.6 flat. This thing is quick. But yeah, I think it just looks so artificial when it's a like a digital gauge cluster and you have a a tachometer and a speedometer as your gauges on a digital gauge cluster. 58 something, I believe. Where's it at? Where did you go? Where are you? Was it 58 or 59? Where's it at? Here it is. Wow. No, that's the old one. No, this is it, right? No, FL5. That was the fully modified one. I am confusion. Where did it go? Did it not make it? Chevrolet, Dodge Viper. You guys are seeing this, right? It should be on here. Where is it? Oh no, here it is. I'm an idiot. Wow, I am. Whew. It's early for me still. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been awake since like 5. Okay, there it is. It is on the top of the leaderboard for the what's it called? For the stock cars, beating out the Hellcat. 57.6. That fully modified Prius is still faster than it though. Wow. Okay, that would have been funny if I had totally missed that. Okay, let's hop into a fully modified one now, or one that is slightly more modified. We're in a nice blue color. Okay, so maybe that one did have some upgrades because this one only has 580 horsepower now. And yeah, I might have messed up a little bit there, but it's okay. This car's cool anyway. Let's hop into the specs and see what we got going on. 712 performance points, 580 horsepower, 404 foot-pounds of torque. It is displaced a little bit over its 1900, whatever it was in the stock version. Weight is a little bit lower. It is added with some ballast, but we're at 2,800 pounds now. Racing soft tires. Here's the alignment settings. Differential settings are at the bottom. Moving over here, aero. We do have the ballast set all the way to the rear. Fully customized racing transmission. All the bolt-ons and engine modifications are listed over here. All right. 712 performance board is going to put it on the 800s. So I do not know if it's going to make it on here, to be quite honest with you. Again, it is just like that other Civic. It is punching way above its horsepower class, but unfortunately with the modifications, it puts it into this section here. So, what was that? It was... yeah, it was all below basically a 50-second lap. So can we do it? Possible, but we'll see. Let's go ahead, do a quick walk around of the modifications. These Spoon 5-spoke wheels are my favorite on these cars. If you notice, all the Hondas have had them so far. I just think they look awesome. Body kit on this is very nice. Wide body and everything. Again, this car just looks very clean, very sleek. And I remember I did tell you guys about the whole like make it a hatchback or a sedan, but don't make it both. This one isn't as pronounced as that last Civic. This one still gives you some sedan vibes with a more of an what's it called? The slope of the rear glass isn't as bad. Gives you a little bit more of a sedan vibe, other than the other one was like a hatchback that kind of shut off, that kind of cut down really closely to the rear overhang. This one kind of is a gradual decline. But anyway, let me shut up and get into actually driving this thing. Alright. Let's see what a couple more horsepower, some sticky tires, and a suspension setup can do for this Civic. Again, it looks like to get onto that leaderboard for this performance point rating, we have to get somewhere under a 50-second time. Let's see if this thing is doable. In the practice runs I was doing in this, it seems pretty well planted on this course, so we should be all right. It's just down to me getting my lines right and driving clean. If you guys are really upset that I didn't really do a real stock car, I will redo this, but I think you guys are okay. To my 3 viewers that actually watch these. Let's see what we're doing opening lap. 50.95. I do not think that is good enough to be on the top 20, but we are on target for it. Alright, let's go ahead. Turn 1 was nice and clean. We're keeping it in 3rd gear. It seems to like this gear for the S's. We're going to modulate the throttle through here. Slow it down a little bit for this last part of the S. Back on the power, we're going to lift off a little bit. Put down a little bit of oversteer, but we're doing the pot it. Not oversteer, understeer. 50.376. I don't know if we're quite there yet. As always, we're going to do about 5 laps in the fully modified car. See what we can do. It's driving nicely at least, so we just have to wrestle the front wheel drive system on this car to get where we need to go. Should not have used the brakes there, should have just been a lift off. Well, let's see if that sets us up front and better here at the back end of the track. We're also in the wrong gear. Let's go here. We're turning early. Oh, flipping the grass, and we're understeering off. And we've spun a front-wheel drive car. Alright. Lap 3 is a bust. Alright. That's fine. That's why we take multiple laps. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So anyway, back to the digital gauge cluster thing. This one looks nice. It's futuristic, and it doesn't look out of place in the car. Anything else with like a digital, you know, like an actual like analog digital gauge cluster, just looks tacky to me. So, well done Honda on this gauge cluster. Even if you want to do like different options so you can cycle through different ones, I think that's fine. I know some car companies will do the whole like if you're in comfort mode, sport mode, race mode, it changes it to show you different parameters and whatnot. So those are other options as well. But yeah, it's like, pick what you want. If you want analog, stay analog. Don't digitize it and then give us exactly what we've been looking at for the past 50 years. Then you have Honda, who had a digital gauge cluster in the S2000 all those years ago, and that was cutting edge. Come on, car. Use something out of it here. Come on, come on, come on. 50.412. Let's just do one more lap. I think we have optimal. Is showing that we can get a couple more tenths off of this thing. Let's see if we can shave it. Just yeet this car through the S's. I think that's where, well, that's the only real place that you're going to lose time here on the short circuit. get it. Oh, we might, hold on. A little faster on corner exit there. Alright, 50.342. I don't know if that's good enough for the top 20 of that leaderboard, but we're going to make it work. Got a big old center exit, single pipe exhaust, because race car. It did make it, look at that. 50.342, beating out the GT350 and the Z, 2023 Nissan Z, all which had close to 1,000 horsepower. So there you have it. Honda Civic Type R, the newest one. I believe the next one actually is the previous generation. So I don't know how GT7 decided to organize them on the brand central, but the next one is going to be the, I guess FK8 is what it is. I'm going to probably be totally wrong when I say it or see it. But yeah, that will be the next one. We'll see how that one compares to this guy here. But other than that, I'm going to shut up and I'll catch you guys in the next one.